Under the patronage of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, the National Security Advisor, Commander of the Royal Guard, and Secretary General of the Supreme Defense Council, Lieutenant General His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, in the presence of the Commander of the Royal Guard Special Force, His Highness Colonel Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, attended the launch of the Bahrain's first satellite, Al Mundar. The launch ceremony was attended by the Speaker of the Representatives Council, Ahmed Al-Msallam, the Chairman of the Shura Council, Ali Al-Saleh, the Minister of the Royal Court, Sheikh Khalid bin Ahmed Al Khalifa, the BDF Commander-in-Chief, Field Marshal Sheikh Khalifa bin Ahmed Al Khalifa, the Deputy Prime Minister, Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, the Minister of Interior, General Sheikh Rashid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, the Minister of Finance and National Economy, Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa Al Khalifa, and the Minister of Transportations and Telecommunications, Dr. Sheikh Abdullah bin Ahmed Al Khalifa. The launch took place from Vandenberg Air Force Base in the US using Falcon 9 rockets. Al Mundar is the first Bahraini satellite to be designed and developed in the kingdom and aims to localize satellite technologies and enhance national capabilities in the field of space. It is a breakthrough for the kingdom towards broader horizons of technological progress in the space sector. His Highness Sheikh Nasser extended his congratulations to His Majesty the King and His Royal Highness the Crown Prince, Deputy Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, stressing that this achievement reflects the royal vision in supporting innovation and scientific excellence and enhancing the kingdom's position in the space and technology sector. His Highness praised the efforts of all national cadres who participated in this project, expressing his thanks and appreciation to the staff of the National Space Science Agency and participating government institutions and all those who contributed to making this national achievement. He stressed that the concerted efforts reflect Bahrain's commitment to developing its capabilities in the space sector and investing in qualified national competencies to achieve more successes in this field.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اليوم نخوض مرحلة تاريخية تعد وتحصى من سجل إنجازات مملكة البحرين في ظل العهد الزاهر لسيدي حضرة صاحب الجلالة الملك حمد بن عيسى آل خليفة حفظه الله ورعاه. ما هذا إلا دليل على العمل الدؤوب والمثابرة اليومية اللي أنتم قمتوا بها. فأخواني وأخواتي المهندسين القائمين على برنامج ساتلايت المنذر، أهنيكم في هذا اليوم التاريخي المبارك، ونتمنى إن شاء الله من الله عز وجل أن يبارك هذه الرحلة ويبارك هذه الخطوة الأولى من نوعها، وإن شاء الله أن هذا ما نوقف عند حدنا من هذا الإنجاز. وأنا وياكم عارفين أن عندنا طموحات لا سقف لها، فإن شاء الله الآن ننتظر هذا الإطلاق ونشوف إن شاء الله اسم مملكة البحرين يعانق الفضاء ويخترق الجو، وإن شاء الله يدور حول العالم حامل اسم مملكة البحرين زاهي بإنجازكم وعملكم اللي فعلا نفتخر به كلنا. أنقل لكم تحيات سيدي حضرة صاحب الجلالة وسيدي سمو ولي العهد على هذا الإنجاز، ويبارك لكم إن شاء الله هذه الخطوة. فإحنا معاكم إن شاء الله، ننتظر هذه اللحظة التاريخية ونتمنى من الله عز وجل أنه يبارك هذا المسار ويبارك إن شاء الله هذا الإطلاق، وكلنا نترقب نشوف اليوم إطلاق هذا الصاروخ، وبإذن الله إن من ينطلق إن شاء الله فهذه الأمانة أنتم سلمتوها وقمتوا بالعمل واللازم، وعلينا إن شاء الله بالعمل المتابعة ومتابعة البيانات، وإن شاء الله إلى أن نبتدي نستلم أواخر الإرسال اللي بيعطينا إياها هذا الساتلايت. فأنا أنتظر منكم إن شاء الله كل التقارير بإذن الله. ولكن في آخر كلمتي أوجه لكم إن قريب إن شاء الله نبتدي إن شاء الله راح نوعد القيادة الرشيدة وشعب مملكة البحرين المتعودين على هذه الإنجازات الفريدة من نوعها، إن شاء الله نبتدي مشروعنا الثاني اللي راح إن شاء الله نعلن عنه في القريب. والله يوفقكم جميعا، ومشكورين على كل حال، ومشكورين على هذه الجهود الحقيقة اللي كلنا نفتخر فيها. واليوم سجلوا هذا التاريخ، يوم تاريخي لمملكة البحرين، ولله الحمد.
Bahrain successfully launched Al Mundar, Bahrain's first satellite, from Vandenberg Air Force Base in Western California. Al Mundar is the first Bahraini satellite to be designed and developed entirely in Bahrain and aims to localize satellite technologies and enhance Bahrain's capabilities in the field of space. Al Mundar is the first of its kind in the region to employ artificial intelligence techniques to analyze space images on board a satellite of this size. It underwent a series of rigorous tests to ensure it can withstand the harsh space environment and operate efficiently after launch. The Speaker of the Representatives Council, Ahmed Lemselem, stressed that the launch of the Bahraini satellite Al-Mundar is a source of pride and a continuation of the civilizational achievements made by the kingdom in various fields, which is a pioneering qualitative addition towards keeping pace with developments in the field of space science and the important role it plays in scientific research, communications, and information. He pointed out the importance of this scientific space project, which translates the royal vision towards the future and the optimal use of modern technology. He added that the successful launch of the satellite is an honorable national achievement that confirms the care that His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister pays to all national efforts to achieve the desired aspirations and goals for the present and future of the kingdom, and to engage in the fields of modern science and benefit from them in the development process. The chairman of the Shura Council, Ali Saleh, stressed that the launch of Al-Mundar satellite is a historical and national achievement for the Kingdom of Bahrain, in line with the vision of His Majesty the King and the directives to consolidate national efforts in the field of space science, in line with the requirements of the present and the needs of the future. He emphasized that the launch puts Bahrain on the map of industrial innovations and strengthens its advanced steps in space science. He expressed great pride in this historic event, stressing that the design and development of the satellite by Bahraini competencies reflects the excellence of creativity of Team Bahrain, led by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister. The Minister of Electricity and Water Affairs, Yasser Ahmeidan, stressed that the launch of Al-Mundar satellite is a testament to the kingdom's rapid development in developing an integrated space science system. He pointed out that scientific research, international cooperation, and active participation in major space projects and initiatives, in addition to the kingdom's strategic orientation towards investing in space, will reflect positively on various sectors, especially in the fields of sustainability, environment, and energy, as space technologies will contribute to improving the efficiency of resource utilization, enhancing infrastructure management, and supporting efforts to achieve sustainable development. The Minister of Housing and Urban Planning, Amna Ramehi, stressed that the launch of Al-Mundar satellite represents a new achievement in the kingdom's efforts to harness the space sector and its technologies. She pointed out that the launch of the satellite will contribute to enhancing scientific research in the field of urban development and the establishment of smart and sustainable cities by utilizing various fields of space science and artificial intelligence. The satellite will provide data and information that will help in the implementation of studies and research that serve various sectors and benefit everyone. On behalf of NASA, astronaut Michael Barrett congratulated Bahrain for launching the first Bahraini satellite Al-Mundar, highlighting the achievements that reflects Bahrain's commitment to reinforce technological advancement.
Hello, I'm astronaut Dr. Michael Barrett. On behalf of NASA, I would like to congratulate the Kingdom of Bahrain and the Bahrain National Space Science Agency on the launch of its first ever fully Bahraini satellite, Al-Mundar. This groundbreaking achievement underscores a significant milestone in space science exploration and showcases Bahrain's commitment to advancing innovation and technological progress. Bahrain's Al-Mundar satellite is harnessing the power of artificial intelligence algorithms to analyze captured images, track changes in the environment, and inform plans for Bahrain's future. While on the space station, we work daily on science and research experiments to learn more about space and our home planet. The Al-Mundar satellite will contribute to this knowledge with future discoveries for the benefit of humanity. Its cutting-edge technologies will serve as a source of ingenuity to further develop scientific research outcomes. Its innovation will give researchers the opportunity to learn more about how Earth's atmosphere responds to its influence and opens a new door for what's possible in space. This remarkable accomplishment also strengthens and reinforces the expanding collaboration between nations, highlighting common objectives across the space sector. Space cooperation is the next evolution of our long-standing and strong ties between our nations. Our government and private sector partners can leverage space science for innovation, economic development, and our shared goals under the Artemis Accords. Our partnerships with Bahrain aims to advance space science under a specific set of principles, including peaceful uses of space, transparency, interoperability, and data sharing. These principles are good practice for exploring space and allow us to get along here on Earth. Bahrain is also cultivating a new generation of talented space professionals and has had multiple cohorts of students participate in the U.S. Space and Rocket Center Space Camp through Commons Endeavor Scholarship Program. We champion Bahrain's space program and its contributions to inspiring future generations in STEM fields, and look forward to seeing more students getting involved in and expressing curiosity about space education and technology, as space is the future. So congratulations to the Kingdom of Bahrain on this pioneering endeavor and for driving a transformative breakthrough in the space economy.
On this topic, we are pleased to have with us in the studio Engineering Specialist Systems at Al Mundar Project, Engineer Yaqub Khalid Al-Gassab. Hello and welcome, Engineer Al-Gassab.
Thank you for having me.
First, I would like to start. What does this historic achievement mean for the Kingdom of Bahrain, and how does it contribute to the royal vision of His Majesty the King?
It's actually a moment of pride for us, especially to see our work for the past 2 years to actually reach orbit successfully with the launch of the Al Mundar satellite. Especially that with this satellite we have built on the expertise and knowledge of our previous satellite, Light 1, which was the first Bahraini presence in space, a satellite that was done in collaboration with the United Arab Emirates. But this time, and for this satellite, the technical team at the National Space Science Agency underwent the full development cycle of the satellite, starting with setting the mission objectives, followed by the design phase, the manufacturing of the satellite components, assembling and integrating all the satellite subsystems, and today we have witnessed the successful launch of this satellite. And we are very excited and eagerly excited for the next challenge, which is to operate the satellite and to get the most out of it in terms of satellite images and data.
And can you tell us more about the key features of Al Mundar satellite?
So Al Mundar satellite is a nano satellite. It's a 3U CubeSat consisting of 3 units. Its size is 10 by 10 by 34.5 centimeter, and its mass is around 3.2 kilograms. The good thing about the satellite is that it consists of 4 main payloads: an imager to take medium resolution images of the Kingdom of Bahrain. Also, we have a cybersecurity module that will protect the satellite data from any attacks using advanced encryption and decryption algorithms. In addition to that, we have a dedicated payload that will convert the Bahrain's national anthem and a speech by His Majesty the King into radio signals that will be broadcasted globally by the satellite. In addition to that, and last but not least, the fourth payload is an artificial intelligence implemented payload that will analyze satellite images on board the satellite itself, meaning that we will reduce a lot of the time and effort taken to analyze the image itself.
And can you tell me more about your role in building and operating the satellite?
So my role as a system engineer was overseeing the whole subsystems of the satellite, making sure they are configured correctly and they are interfaced correctly for the mission success. In addition to that, my goal was to ensure that the technical requirements set at the beginning of the project are satisfied by the end of the project. Besides my role as a system engineer, I also contributed heavily in the mechanical subsystem and the design, analysis, testing, and of this mechanical subsystem. In addition to that, I have also contributed in developing the imager payload as well as the artificial intelligence payload.
And finally, what message would you like to deliver to the younger generation of the Kingdom of Bahrain?
So my message to the youth is that always dream big. Do not underestimate yourself. Always focus on STEM fields, which are the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, as they are the gateway to future sciences. Believe in yourself, and last but not least, that space exploration in the Kingdom of Bahrain depends on you.
Engineering Specialist System at Al Mundar Project, Engineer Yaqub Khalid Al-Gassab, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
The National Space Science Agency made remarkable achievements aimed at developing national capabilities in space sciences. The launch of Al Mundar satellite, the first satellite with innovative Bahraini technologies, is another milestone added to the Kingdom's series of achievements. More in this report.
The National Space Science Agency is a leading institution in space and technology promoting research and innovation. Since its inception, it has achieved significant milestones in developing national space capabilities. The agency participates in various research projects, including studies on the impact of space on Earth, climate change, and space technology. One notable project is Al Mundar satellite, which is Bahrain's first locally developed satellite. This step in space exploration will contribute to monitoring environmental changes and enhances communication with other satellites. The launch of the satellite depends on the advanced technologies, including new rocket systems and modern designs, showcasing Bahrain's technological progress. The agency's achievements reflect Bahrain's commitment to further advancing in this field and further strengthening its global presence.
representative of His Majesty the King for Humanitarian Work and Youth Affairs, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, met with members of Nasser Al Bina project from Ibn Khaldun National School, along with senior school officials. His Highness emphasized that the project represents the originality and tradition of the Bahraini people and their constant keenness to provide help and support. He noted that the passion of the project's members confirms their devotion to voluntary, charitable and humanitarian work, which is passed down from generation to generation. He commended the high morale and significant efforts of the students participating in the project. His Highness then engaged in discussions with the project members about the future plans and strategies for upcoming phases. The commander of the National Guard, General His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Isa Al Khalifa, met with the Chief of Naval Staff of the Pakistan Navy, Admiral Naveed Ashraf. The meeting took place during His Highness's official visit to Pakistan to participate in the celebrations of Pakistan Day. Admiral Ashraf highlighted the importance of His Highness's visit in advancing military relations between the two sides. His Highness commended the advanced level of military cooperation and exchange between the two countries and highlighted the role of the Pakistani armed forces in maintaining regional and global security and stability. The meeting addressed topics of common interest with a focus on enhancing military cooperation and further enhancing ties between Bahrain and Pakistan across various fields. The Minister of Industry and Commerce, Abdullah Fakhro, said that protecting consumer rights and promoting awareness of the importance of adopting sustainable lifestyles is a constant priority for the ministry. On the occasion of World Consumer Rights Day, the minister noted that achieving sustainability in consumption patterns has become an urgent necessity and requires close cooperation to ensure a fair and transparent consumption environment. He noted that the Consumer Protection Directorate at the ministry will continue introducing initiatives and programs to promote a culture of sustainable consumption. He added that consumer protection is not only a legal obligation but also a moral and societal responsibility that strengthens trust and safeguards rights within a fair and sustainable economic framework. Under the patronage of the representative of His Majesty the King for Humanitarian Work and Youth Affairs and Captain of Royal Endurance Team, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Endurance Race Championship organized by Brief was held. The Bahrain Endurance Village hosted the 120-kilometer race for private stables amid good participation from stables and riders. The race was held over 4 stages with participants competing for the top positions throughout the rounds amidst fluctuations and the standings, especially in the first and second rounds. The Brief Secretary General Ghalib Al-Alawi and Brief Assistant Secretary General Dr. Khalid Ahmed Hassan crowned the winners of the first place, where the first place went to Isa Hamid Al-Anazi from Al-Ajyal stable, second place to Muhammad Abdul Hamid Al-Hashimi from Rafa' stable, and third place to Hamid Ismail Al-Blushi from Al-Ajyal stable. As part of her participation in the 69th session of the UN Commission on the Status of Women in New York, the Secretary General of the Supreme Council for Women, Lulu Al-Awadi, delivered Bahrain's address. She emphasized the importance of the high-level meeting dedicated to evaluating and implementing the Beijing Declaration and Platform for Action after 30 years, as well as assessing the current challenges affecting gender equality, women's empowerment, and their contribution to achieving the Agenda and Sustainable Development Goals 2030. She called on all member states of the UN to encourage ministries, officials, institutions, private sector entities, civil society organizations, and individuals to participate in the Princess Sabika bint Ibrahim Al Khalifa Global Award for Women's Empowerment. On the sidelines of her participation in the 69th session of the UN Commission of the Status of Women in New York, the Secretary General of the Supreme Council for Women, Lulu Al-Awadi, met with the Secretary General of the Family Affairs Council of Saudi Arabia, Dr. Maymouna Khalil Al-Khalil. Al-Awadi highlighted the key programs and initiatives offered by the SCW and praised the rapid and notable progress of women in Saudi Arabia across all fronts, which underscores the capability of Saudi women to advance to the highest positions. She pointed out the role of the National Observatory for Women at Princess Noura bint Abdulrahman University, which collects and analyzes indicators based on approved national data. She invited Dr. Al Khalil to participate in the Princess Sabika bint Ibrahim Al Khalifa Global Award for Women's Empowerment, which has launched its third edition due to the award's objectives and highlighting outstanding initiatives and projects at the global level. Kerala Muslim Cultural Center in Bahrain organized a large iftar gathering for around 12,000 people of different nationalities and religions. This annual gathering aims to promote coexistence and harmony among the various societies of the nation and reflects Bahrain's mission to spread the spirit of peace and harmony among all. The president of Kerala Muslim Association stressed the importance of harmony and unity and the role of iftar gatherings in promoting peace and harmony.